Hi, it's Leroy, and this is the fourth part of my work versus passion collection. If I needed to give this video a title, I would call it The Proverbial Crossroads. When I was at Northeastern back in the long ago days, it was a 5-year school. Unfortunately, you can only play soccer for 4 years. So that 5th year when I was at school, I literally had nothing to do. I decided, instead of staying at school for the entire 5th year, I was going to overload with classes and graduate early. At this point in my life, it was December of 2003, and I was technically done with school. And I was at a proverbial crossroads. One road was take a 9-to-5 job in New York City and climb up the corporate ladder doing whatever work I was going to be doing. I had interviews lined up at various financial institutions. The second road was to be a professional soccer player. I had a tryout with the New York Red Bulls, but they were called the Metrostars back then, lined up at Giant Stadium. The third road was law school. I took an LSAT prep class and already had recommendations lined up from professors for my law school applications. The fourth road was to pursue a career in sales. I did sell black boxes all throughout college, and I think I was pretty good at it. Even though moving to New York City was one of the paths I could have gone down, a lot of the job interviews I was lining up were all local in Massachusetts, and all of them were for financial sales jobs. I had offers from New York Life and Ameriprise on the table. I wasn't really excited about either of these opportunities because they required me to take tests, which I don't like, and make phone calls, which I'd rather not have to do. But the light at the end of the tunnel is I would develop a book of business with clients that can grow over time. And that part did excite me. For my professional soccer path, I did my tryout with the Metrostars and it went really well. One of my buddies that I played club soccer with was on the practice team, and we had a good chat after the tryout was done. And he explained he'd been trying to break onto the first team for years. And he didn't paint the rosiest picture of being a professional soccer player. And I decided that I wasn't going to pursue this any further, and I came to terms with the fact that my soccer career was ended, knowing that I took it as far as I was going to take it. For my lawyer path, I was ready to take the LSATs. I couldn't wait to ace that exam. But deep down, really deep down, I didn't want to be a lawyer. Even though I wanted the success my dad had, I didn't want to do all the reading and all the academic work that came along with the gig. Besides, my dad is an Ivy League educated genius, and I barely got into Northeastern University, so I decided not to sit for the LSATs. For my sales path, only one company called me for an interview. It was JPG Marketing. JP ran it, and I honestly had no idea what to expect. I wore my classic interview suit to the first meeting, and I nailed it. JP called me and invited me back for a second interview, which I did with Mike McGowan. The second interview was unique, eye-opening, and exciting. By February of 2003, I had a decision to make. The road that I was standing on at first had 4 offshoots, but now it was down to 2. Do I sell financial services, work my butt off, build a book of business, and at some point in the future, open up Watkins Financial? Or do I go at JPG Marketing, work my butt off for 6 to 8 months, and have my own direct sales office? Decisions.